Hello, video number 2 in the series of probably 2, because I think I was only had articles featured in 2 of his magazines. But this is the second one on the Bristol Tattoo Club, Jimmy's Exclusive Tattoo Club. So this was magazine number 4, and I had a feature printed in that, which looks something like this, and another page there. So I'm just going to read it to you. I might add a couple of little bits in, but I'm going to keep it short and sweet. So Jez Camber custom tattoo machines. He missed out the word tattoo there. Anyway, okay, so nice little picture there as well of me at Colin's show up in Carlisle. That's pretty cool. It was a great little show. That went up there twice, but it was just too far to keep going up there. This is like about 1 million miles from me. But anyway, okay, so this is looking at the armature bar and springs, and I called the article the bouncy bit. We all like bouncy bits. Here we go. So the bouncy bit, let's look at the armature bar and springs. Armature bars come in different lengths and weights, so let us presume that all springs are equal for a second. What difference do different A-bars actually make? If the A-bar, the armature bar, which we will now call the A-bar, okay? So if the A-bar is lightweight, then simple fact is that it won't hit as hard, but because it is lighter, it can travel faster. Alternatively, if the A-bar is heavier, then it will naturally be slower, but able to hit harder. But now let's presume that all A-bars are equal. What difference do the springs make? I want to try to explain this in the simplest way possible, so here goes. All right, it is kind of interesting if you don't already know your stuff. All right, front spring is pretty much responsible for the speed of your machine. Let's say every machine has the same A-bar and back spring tension. If the front spring is short and thick, then it has less flex, so the machine will run faster. If it is longer and a thinner gauge, then it will flex and the machine will run slower. So if you want your machine to run faster, then put a shorter front spring on it. Back in the day, they would cut them shorter, hence the phrase cut back liner. Simple as that. Obviously, you would need to adjust the angle of your contact screw to suit, but hopefully you're with me so far. Right, rear spring or back mainspring. This basically provides the force of your machine. The 2 main things to consider here are the thickness or gauge of the spring and the amount of tension you put into it. Spring tension is critical to get your machine to run correctly. There are several ways to do this. Some machines have a fixed angle where the rear spring is bolted to, so they run well with no bend or roll in the spring. Adjustment is then obtained through changing length and gauge of the front and rear springs until you're happy. Others might have an adjustable rear spring mount, which is basically what I used on every single machine I ever built. Flat springs and an adjustable rear spring mount. Others might have an adjustable rear spring mount and still use flat back springs, but you can change the angle to add or reduce tension for more or less power. Mostly, however, a lot of machines will require some bend or roll applied to the rear spring in order to run correctly. So Mickey B's, Mickey Sharps, that sort of stuff, you have to put rear bend in that spring. And from day one, that rear, that bend, if you like, that tension is wearing out. The more you use it, the weaker it gets. It's as simple as that. Okay, because you're pulling the tension out of the spring, not into the spring. Okay, too much and you risk overheating due to excess tension and more voltage needed to make the machine run. Too little and it won't have the power you need. Once you've gained some experience through trial and error, obtaining the correct tension, you will find setting up and tuning your machines much easier. Buy some spare springs and mess about with different tension and settings. You want enough tension in the rear spring that it just compresses the front spring into the contact screw slightly, so you can gain the desired air gap. That is the gap between the armature bar and the top of the front coil. That's the throw. Have fun. Jez Camber Customs. That's me. I had fun writing these articles, to be honest with you, and I'm pleased that Jimmy printed them, and I hope that I did have some positive feedback. I hope that it helped some of you. I know it's very basic, but I stand by all of the videos that I've done. Check out my YouTube channel. There's quite a few down there. There's, one of them's had about 8,000 views or something, that was one of the first videos on here on my channel. Take a look through, go and watch them. Do me a favour, like, share, subscribe. If everybody that watches this subscribes, you'd be doing me a massive favour, honestly. I don't have that many subscribers, and I'd love to get the numbers up a bit. And if you need any help, if you're a builder, just a machine user, or you're just cleaning your machines, you're worried about taking them apart and stuff like that, then I can help you. Just shoot me a message, and just under the video, and I'll get back to you. I always answer every inquiry without fail. It might be a day or two, but I do get back to you. Don't worry about that. And yeah, that's about it. I've always enjoyed sharing the information, not trying to hide anything. I know that there's going to be some of you out there going to want to argue with me about, oh no, this does this, this does that. And if you've read your way through Machine Gun magazine from Icon, and they said you got to tune with capacitors and all this sort of stuff. Look, you do what you want. Do what you're happy with. It doesn't matter to me. As long as you're happy with it and you're happy with the way the machine runs. I'm just trying to pass on some information to help you broaden your technical horizon, if you like. So, like I say, like, share, subscribe below or above or wherever the button is. And stay safe, stay warm, and good luck. Take care. See you on the next one.